$9 million. 800 test wickets. One man who changed cricket forever. But here's the shocking truth nobody talks about. Muttiah Muralitharan was once told he would never make it as a professional cricketer. Today, I'm revealing the secret formula that took him from a poor family in Sri Lanka to becoming the richest and most successful bowler in cricket history. Stay until the end because I'll share the exact 3 strategies he used that you can apply to your own life right now. And if you want to discover more success secrets from sports legends, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this channel is your shortcut to learning from the best. You're about to hear a story so incredible that it sounds made up. A young boy from a tea plantation family who was rejected from his school cricket team multiple times. The same boy who coaches said would never succeed because his bowling looked weird. Fast forward 25 years, and he's worth $9 million, holds every major bowling record in cricket, and is considered the greatest spin bowler who ever lived. But the most amazing part isn't his success, it's how he did it. Because Muttiah Muralitharan didn't just become great by accident, he followed a specific system that turned his biggest weakness into his greatest strength. And I'm going to break down that entire system for you right now. Let me start with something that will blow your mind. When Muralitharan was 14 years old, his cricket coach pulled him aside and said something that would change everything. The coach looked at this skinny kid, who couldn't bowl fast, and made a decision that seemed crazy at the time. He told Muralitharan to stop trying to be a fast bowler and start spinning the ball instead. Most kids would have been devastated. But Muralitharan saw something different. He saw an opportunity that nobody else could see. This moment teaches us the first secret of his success. Sometimes what looks like failure is actually your biggest breakthrough waiting to happen. Muralitharan was born on April 17, 1972, in Kandy, Sri Lanka. His family wasn't rich or famous. His grandfather came from India in 1920 to work on tea plantations. These were tough jobs that paid very little money. His father, Sinasamy Muttiah, worked hard to start a small biscuit business so his family could have a better life. His mother, Lakshmi, took care of 4 boys, and Muralitharan was the oldest. Growing up, they didn't have much money, but they had something more valuable. They had dreams, and the willingness to work for them. Here's where the story gets really interesting. When Muralitharan first started playing cricket, he was terrible. I mean really bad. He tried to bowl fast, like all the other kids, but the ball came out slow and straight. Batsmen would hit him all over the field. Other players laughed at him. Coaches ignored him. For most people, this would be the end of the story. But Muralitharan had something special inside him. He refused to give up. This is the second secret of his success: persistence when everyone else quits. The turning point came when he was 4. His school coach, Sunil Fernando, noticed something unusual about how Muralitharan's arm moved when he bowled. Instead of trying to fix it, the coach made a brilliant decision. He told Muralitharan to use that unusual arm action to spin the ball instead of bowling fast. This was the moment everything changed. Within months, Muralitharan went from being the worst bowler in his school to being the best. Batsmen who used to hit him easily suddenly couldn't understand which way the ball would turn. But success didn't come overnight. Muralitharan spent countless hours practicing his new bowling style. While other kids were playing or watching TV, he was in the nets bowling ball after ball. He studied how the ball spun. He experimented with different grips. He developed new ways to make the ball turn that no one had ever seen before. His famous Dusra delivery, a ball that spins the opposite way from what batsmen expect, took years to perfect. This dedication to practice is the third secret of his success: outworking everyone else when nobody is watching. When Muralitharan started playing professional cricket, people immediately noticed something was different about him. His bowling action looked strange compared to other bowlers. Some people said it was illegal. Others said it was unfair. Instead of being discouraged by this criticism, Muralitharan used it as motivation. Every time someone said he couldn't do something, he worked harder to prove them wrong. He underwent scientific tests to prove his bowling was legal. He studied video footage of his own bowling to make it even better. This ability to turn criticism into fuel for improvement became one of his greatest strengths. The numbers from Muralitharan's career are simply incredible. He took 800 wickets in Test cricket, a record that may never be broken. To put this in perspective, most great bowlers are happy to take 300 Test wickets in their entire career. Muralitharan took 800. He also took 534 wickets in one-day cricket, another world record. In total, he took more wickets in international cricket than any bowler in history. But these numbers don't tell the full story. What makes them even more amazing is how he took these wickets by outsmarting batsmen and making the ball do things that seemed impossible. One of the greatest moments in Muralitharan's career came in 1996, when Sri Lanka won the Cricket World Cup. This wasn't just about winning a tournament, it was about a small country proving it could beat the biggest teams in the world. Muralitharan played a huge role in this victory. His bowling in the final against Australia was masterful. He took crucial wickets when his team needed them most. When Sri Lanka lifted the trophy, Muralitharan had achieved something that seemed impossible when he was that rejected kid in school. He had become a world champion. Throughout his career, Muralitharan faced many challenges that could have ended his dream. The biggest challenge came when some officials questioned whether his bowling action was legal. For any bowler, this is the worst thing that can happen. It's like being told you're cheating when you know you're not. Many players would have been broken by this experience, but Muralitharan handled it perfectly. He cooperated with all the tests. He proved scientifically that his action was natural and legal. He came back stronger than ever. This experience taught him that setbacks are just setups for comeback. The way Muralitharan approached batting teams was like a chess master playing chess. He didn't just bowl and hope for the best. He studied each batsman carefully. He noticed their strengths and weaknesses. He planned exactly how to get them out. Before every ball, he was thinking about the next 3 balls he would bowl. This strategic thinking made him incredibly difficult to play against. Even the world's best batsmen struggled against him because he was always one step ahead in his thinking. Now let's talk about what Muralitharan is doing in 2025 and how rich he has become. At 53 years old, he is worth approximately $9 million. This money didn't just come from playing cricket. It came from smart decisions he made during and after his playing career. He worked with Indian Premier League teams as a coach, earning good money for sharing his knowledge. He made deals with the Board of Control for Cricket in India. He invested his money wisely in different businesses. He also earned money from endorsing products from companies like Lafar. But Muralitharan's life isn't just about money and cricket records. His personal life is equally inspiring. He married Muttiah Muralitharan, who was also a cricket player from India. This shows that he found someone who understands his passion for cricket. They have been married for 12 years and have 2 children, a 10-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter. His wife is very supportive and even stays neutral when India plays against Sri Lanka, showing the love and respect in their relation. This proves that success in one area of life can lead to success in other areas too. The family story of Muralitharan is really touching. Remember, his grandfather came from India to work on tea plantations, one of the hardest jobs you can imagine. His father worked hard to start a small business, and now, just 2 generations later, Muralitharan has become one of the most successful cricketers in history. This shows that in just a few decades, a family can completely change their situation through hard work and smart decisions. After retiring from cricket, Muralitharan didn't just sit back and enjoy his success. He started sharing his knowledge with young cricketers. His coaching style is special because he doesn't just teach technique, he teaches how to think like a champion. Young bowlers who work with him learn not just how to spin the ball, but how to outsmart batsmen and handle pressure. Many of his students are now playing professional cricket and crediting him for their success. This shows that true champions don't just achieve success for themselves, they help others achieve success too. One of the most impressive things about Muralitharan is his charity work. He runs a foundation that helps people who need support the most. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he donated money to help people who were struggling. He focuses especially on education and helping young people learn cricket. This generosity shows that he hasn't forgotten where he came from. Even though he's now worth millions, he still cares about helping others who are in the same situation his family was in years ago. What makes Muralitharan's business success so impressive is how he planned for life after cricket, while he was still playing. Many athletes make the mistake of only thinking about their sport and not preparing for what comes next. Muralitharan was different. He built relationships with cricket organizations around the world. He learned about business and investment. He created multiple sources of income so that when his playing career ended, his earning didn't stop. This forward thinking is why he's worth $9 million today instead of struggling financially like many retired athletes. The secret to Muralitharan's coaching success lies in his unique approach. He doesn't try to make every bowler bowl exactly like he did. Instead, he helps each bowler find their own special strength and develop it. He teaches them that being different isn't a weakness, it's actually an advantage if you know how to use it properly. This lesson applies to everyone, not just cricketers. Whatever makes you different from others could be exactly what makes you successful. In 2025, Muralitharan continues to influence cricket around the world. Young spin bowlers study videos of his bowling to learn his techniques. Cricket academies invite him to share his knowledge. Commentary teams ask him to explain the art of spin bowling during matches. His impact on cricket didn't end when he retired, it actually grew bigger. This shows that true expertise becomes more valuable over time, not less valuable. The most important lesson from Muralitharan's story is about persistence and believing in yourself when others don't believe in you. When he was 14 and struggling as a fast bowler, he could have quit cricket completely. When people criticized his bowling action, he could have given up. When batsmen figured out some of his deliveries, he could have stopped trying to improve. But at every challenge, he chose to keep going and find a way to get better. This mindset of never giving up is what separated him from thousands of other talented cricketers who quit when things got difficult. Another crucial lesson is about turning weaknesses into strength. Muralitharan's unusual bowling action was seen as a problem by many people, but instead of trying to change it to look normal, he embraced it and made it his greatest asset. The same arm action that people criticized became the reason he could spin the ball more than anyone else. This teaches us that our differences, the things that make us stand out, might actually be our biggest advantages if we learn how to use them properly. The way Muralitharan built his wealth also teaches important lessons about money management. He didn't just spend all his cricket earnings on expensive cars and houses like many athletes do. He invested wisely. He built relationships that would help him earn money after cricket. He diversified his income sources so he wasn't dependent on just one thing. These smart financial decisions are why he's worth $9 million today, and why his wealth continues to grow even though he stopped playing cricket years ago. Looking at Muralitharan's life in 2025, we see a man who achieved everything he dreamed of and more. From a poor family in Sri Lanka to becoming cricket's greatest bowler, from being rejected by school teams to holding world records, from earning a basic living to being worth $9 million, from being criticized for being different to being celebrated for his uniqueness. His story proves that where you start doesn't determine where you finish. Your decisions and actions determine your destination. The 3 key strategies that made Muralitharan successful can be applied to any area of life. First, turn obstacles into opportunities by looking for the hidden advantage in every setback. Second, outwork everyone else when nobody is watching by practicing and improving constantly. Third, use criticism as fuel for improvement instead of letting it discourage you. These simple but powerful principles can transform anyone's life if applied consistently. What makes Muralitharan's story even more inspiring is that he's still writing new chapters. At 53, he's not slowing down. He's finding new ways to contribute to cricket and help others achieve their dreams. His foundation work is expanding. His coaching influence is growing. His business ventures are succeeding. This shows that success isn't just about reaching a goal, it's about continuing to grow and contribute throughout your entire life. The legacy that Muralitharan has created will inspire people for generations. Young cricketers will study his techniques and learn from his strategy. Business students will analyze how he built his wealth. Motivational speakers will tell his story to show what's possible when you refuse to give up. But perhaps most importantly, ordinary people facing their own challenges will remember that a poor kid from Sri Lanka became the greatest bowler in cricket history by believing in himself and working harder than anyone else. So what can you take from Muralitharan's incredible journey? First, your current situation doesn't define your future possibilities. Second, what makes you different might be exactly what makes you successful. Third, persistence and hard work can overcome almost any obstacle. Fourth, building wealth requires smart planning and multiple income sources. Fifth, true success includes helping others achieve their dreams too. And finally, criticism and setbacks are just stepping stones to greater achievements if you have the right mindset. Muralitharan's transformation from a struggling young bowler to a $9 million cricket legend proves that extraordinary success is possible for anyone willing to pay the price in effort and dedication. His story reminds us that champions aren't born, they're made through years of practice, persistence, and the courage to be different. In a world that often tells us to fit in and be normal, Muralitharan shows us that embracing our uniqueness and working relentlessly toward our goals can lead to achievements beyond our wildest dreams. There you have it, the complete story of how Muttiah Muralitharan went from poverty to becoming cricket's richest and most successful bowler. His journey from a tea plantation family to $9 million proves that anything is possible with the right mindset and work ethic. If this story motivated you to chase your own dreams harder, show some love by hitting that like button and sharing this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell, because I bring you life-changing success stories every single week. Drop a comment below and tell me which part of Muralitharan's story inspired you the most. Remember, your biggest breakthrough might be just one decision away from happening. Keep grinding, stay focused, and never let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big. See you in the next video, where we'll uncover another incredible success story that will change how you think about what's possible.